Now, of course, fans come out here to watch the Minnesota Vikings in action on the field, but off the field, there's also a whole lot to keep you entertained, including things for the kids here at the Game Zone, where you can have fun and work on your throwing arm a little bit. In Senator Barack Obama's hour-long speech here inside the Target Center in Minneapolis, the focus was on change and a new political system he hopes people believe in. Now, training camp isn't just about getting in shape and learning new plays. These guys have to go back to the days as a college student and call this dorm their new home for 3 weeks. Big news today from presidential hopeful John McCain. The Republican candidate announced today that he's putting his campaign on hold.
It was a really nice day to be outside.
It was awesome. Will this warm weather continue? I'm sure a lot of people hoping that it does.
I'm one of them.
She's one of them. Jennifer Kressman is in next with the forecast. We'll find out. Roy Seppold is no stranger to the day-to-day tasks at his farm in Rice, Minnesota.
Been farming out here for the last 25 years.
But he's now part of something very new to him. His farmland may soon be part of a wind farm housing around 150 wind turbines. Last April, he was one of several landowners in the area contacted by Half Moon Power Company in Wisconsin because of the prime location of the land.
We are a couple hundred feet higher than the rest of the county in this area. And once you get above the trees, you basically got a clean shot of the wind.
Now, this is the tower that's been put on Roy's land to figure out if the project will go through. It records the wind's speed, direction, and temperature, and then sends all the information to Half Moon Power, located in Wisconsin.
The initial readings are very encouraging. We are seeing some very good data from the hub height, which is up at between 60 to 70 meters.
Readings must be taken for 2 years before any plans of construction will be made. Meanwhile, landowners have different opinions on the project. Now, like Roy, most are supportive.
Oh, I think it'd be a great idea. I mean, we gotta find different sources of energy, and it's unbelievable how much energy you can actually get from the wind.
And Bernie Tholl's land would also be used for the wind farm. Now, he is very supportive, but has heard concerns from those opposed to the idea.
If they ever put in center pivots for irrigation, and if the tower is out in there in the field, it won't work.
But no matter what the opinion, there's no doubt these fields would be home to a giant project.
Each tower will put out enough electricity to power 600 electric homes. If they put 150 windmills up, that's a lot of electricity.
Electricity that would make Roy's day-to-day tasks on the farm a little different. Reporting in Rice, Bryan Piatt, UTVS News. It starts with a swim in Detroit Lake.
Slow down, please. Slow down.
Then a bike ride. Oh, and on top of that, a run. There's 300 participants who are determined to stay active.
I think you need to do something to get yourself up off the couch, and spent 25 years on the couch, and I started to do this.
People here say you don't have to be a world-class athlete to participate in a triathlon. Anyone can do it.
I lost 40 pounds to start doing these things, and I think that anybody, whether they're in good shape or not so good shape, can do it. Nice thing about triathlons is everybody's here at the end to cheer for the people that are coming in right towards the tail end.
You push yourself and you work hard and you're tired at the end, and you might want to sit down. You know, some people, whatever. But once you relax, you're fine.
When they say anyone can do it, they mean it. 12-year-old Brett Peterson was in action along with his mom and brother. The biggest challenge for him, battling the chilly temperatures.
I was really cold on the bike. It was weird, and then yeah, it was really hard. But once I got on the run, I warmed up a lot, and then I started to be able to do some damage.
There was plenty of damage done, and for many like Shanna, it's just the beginning.
It's just one of the checklists, check that off. Next summer I'm gonna try a half marathon.
Who's it gonna be?
No matter what the finish time, it's about a little friendly competition as people put a check on that list. Bryan Piatt, WDAY 6 Sports. With the engine revved and the expertly painted body polished to a T,
Let's go Vikings!
Todd Glocke of Woodbury proudly shows off his Minnesota Vikings motorcycle just outside of the Metrodome.
See, it's Todd's bike with the fans screaming and the Viking ship inflated that leads the purple and gold onto the field each and every home game.
It's like winning the lottery. It's like winning the Viking lottery. It's a dream come true.
Todd started riding bikes 9 years ago. He bought his Vikings bike brand new in 2003, looking like this. Now, after some encouragement from friends, the longtime Vikings fan decided to give the bike an extreme Vikings makeover.
It was a no-brainer to do a Viking scheme, so we went ahead and did it. We figured out how we wanted to do it, did the tie-dye and the horns and the license plate on the back, and it came together great.
Now, with the bike all decked out in purple and gold, getting it here inside the Metrodome is quite the story, and it all started with a routine trip to the gas station to fill up.
It was his first ride ever with the new paint job when he caught the attention of a Metrodome employee.
He saw the bike and said, you know, how would you like to have the bike on the floor of the Metrodome for all home games? And I couldn't really comprehend what I was hearing.
After letting it sink in for a while, Todd was set up with the Vikings organization, and the rest is history. He now drives through the security gates, and he gets to feel like part of the team every home game.
To know that 63,000 people are cheering madly for this team and for Ragnar and the motorcycle is just, it's a dream come true. It never gets old.
And he's hoping that it doesn't get old anytime soon.
I want to do this forever. We get an outdoor stadium, man, I'll have to put chains on the tires or something. Yeah, I want to do it forever.
Reporting in Minneapolis, Bryan Piatt, FSN North.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on UTVS News. I'm Bryan Piatt.
And I'm Ashley Andrews.
Our top story tonight. Last night, police were called to the 900 block on First Avenue in St. Cloud to investigate a robbery. A 20-year-old man was approached by 4 young men wearing hoods and bandanas covering their faces. 2 of the men displayed guns and demanded property from the victim. Well, great news for the wallet. Prices are dropping at the pump. A gallon of unleaded gasoline is selling for $2.69 at St. Cloud gas stations. Now, that's $1 cheaper than last month and $1.40 cheaper than the all-time high in the month of July. 4 Sartell businesses are being fined for liquor license violations. Blackberry Ridge Golf Course will be fined $250. Winners Bar will receive a fine for $500 with a 1-day license suspension for its second violation. Well, of course, bar close is a big time in the city of St. Cloud, and for a surrounding community, they're trying to push their bar close back an hour. Former First Lady Nancy Reagan has been hospitalized today after a fall at her home. She will remain overnight for observations in Santa Monica, California. She is staying in the same room that former President Ronald Reagan stayed in after breaking his hip back in 2001.
He accounted for 15 points over the past weekend.
So 7 assists for Garrett Rowe, really picking up right where he left off last year.
Just a really high octane offensive unit that those guys have.
Hottest ticket in town Friday. People trying to get it into the National Hockey Center for the Gopher game.
If you're trying to get in there, you probably won't get there if you don't have a ticket already.
Watch on TV.
They sold out. Watch on TV.
It's going to be your best bet. Thanks a lot, Jordan.
Yep.